Hey, what's up, guys? This is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well. And we're back with another video. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about, is direct mail dead? Are direct mail leads a thing of the past? Are they dead? Are they no good? Are they relics? Are they dinosaurs? Does this approach still work? Are these leads I have in my hand? Look at this wad. Look at this wad of leads I got here. Is this wad of leads I got in my hand still any good to agents? Let's jump right into this. But before we talk about that, guys, we got to talk about another lead company, the sponsor of this video, my favorite telemarketing lead company, and that's, of course, Lead Heroes. You guys, Lead Heroes has got you covered when it comes to telemarketing leads, whether it be Medicare supplement leads, Turning 65 leads, final expense leads. I really feel like they just got something for everybody. Just because you watch this video, they're going to give you 10% off any order you make on their website. The link to that can be found down in the description as well as the coupon code, so go ahead and check them out. All right, guys, so let's talk about direct mail. Direct mail is tried and true. Direct mail leads age the best, they say, of any single kind of lead source. I mean, you wouldn't believe how good some aged direct mail leads can still be, right? If you kind of know what you're doing. And they often say that direct mail leads are some of the highest intent leads you're ever going to find, because there's just a little bit more intent of somebody actually taking the time, grabbing a pen, filling out the reply card, walking it out to the mailbox, sticking it in the mailbox, and dropping it in. There's just a little bit more intent there, right? Over the last year, maybe couple of years now, we've seen a little bit with direct mail that it started to temper off a little bit in many areas in terms of their replies, in terms of the response rates. What we've been finding is, working with a couple of different vendors ourselves. My favorite vendor, by the way, is Lead Concepts. Shout out to Chris Weir and Lead Concepts. These are all Lead Concepts direct mail leads. If you're going to do direct mail, I wouldn't do anybody but them. But essentially, really what we found is markets that were getting a 2% response rate are now getting a 1% response rate. Markets that were getting a 1.5% response rate are now getting maybe a 0.5% response rate. And that can be very, very challenging. So does that mean that it's dead, right? You're seeing some markets that they were ending up, the ROI was essentially going down because the cost of it was going up, and it's just making it a little bit more of a difficult challenge. What does it mean? Right? There's a lot of different ways to do direct mail, right? The first way is you can work with a vendor, have them do maybe a generic piece. And a lot of vendors, especially like a Lead Concepts, they can do customized ones, they can do branded ones, they can do carrier branded ones. There's a lot of things that a really good direct mail shop can do. But truth be told, a lot of people, when they think direct mail, they think of those generic cards and those kind of things. Or you can work and do your kind of own branded mailers, like I said. This is my opinion on it. I believe that as the response rates go down, from what I understand, it comes from the fact that there's a lot more direct mail vendors that are out there right now, and there's just a lot more mail that's out in the stratosphere, and it just kind of waters down everybody's results, right? There's too many kids in the pool. And when there's too many kids in the pool, especially some maybe bigger kids, right? Some bigger kids that have some mass and might take up some water, it just kind of makes it to where there's not a lot of room for everybody to go. Maybe there's not even as much water in the pool because it starts splashing out because there's all these kids in the pool, right? That's what happens when there's a lot of vendors doing anything. It can kind of water down everybody's results and everybody's returns. That being said, does it mean direct mail is bad? No. And I'll tell you why. Direct mail, especially if you're selling to seniors, selling Medicare, final expense, that kind of products lines, direct mail can be very good. All it means, guys, is you can't do generic leads anymore. You can't do generic pieces anymore and expect to kind of get the same kind of results. You have to maybe be a little bit more creative with your mailers. I feel like anytime the market starts to oversaturate a certain approach, you need to change that approach. It goes the same for any kind of marketing. If you're seeing the same kind of Facebook ads out there all over the place and they're exactly the same as yours, what does that mean? You have to switch it up and be a little bit different. You have to be a little bit ahead of the curve, a little bit ahead of the trends. That's marketing. You want to do the opposite of what everybody else is doing, because if you're doing the exact same thing that everybody else is doing, it's going to just get lost in the weeds a little bit, because it's going to look exactly the same and they're not going to be able to differentiate you from your competitors. What you need to do with your direct mail, in my opinion, is we send out direct mail every single month here locally to people that are turning 65. They're branded to us. It's very nice, a very nice piece. I only show it to agents that are contracted with us, unfortunately. Just can't show it to everybody, but get creative with your mail. Make sure that, in my opinion, it's branded towards you. And actually, I've heard from some very smart people in the mail world that it might not be such a bad idea to put your phone number on a card, maybe even brand it for a large insurance company and a large carrier, and people might even call you instead of sending it back, and that might be even better than getting a card back. I feel like the direct mail approach is still very viable. It can be very profitable, but I feel like the approach needs to change a little bit. And I feel like just you got to get a little bit more creative and implement a little bit of creativity and imagination into your approach, and just change it up a little bit. Think outside the box. And I still think you can do a lot with direct mail in the insurance business. Anyway, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Am I right? Am I wrong? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let's have a conversation about it. Reasonable minds can differ. Comment in the comment section. If you liked this video and found it helpful, drop a like on the video, so that way more people like you can find it. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and I would very much greatly appreciate it if you liked, and liked again this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so that way you're notified when we upload. We actually upload 3 to 4 videos a week. And until next time, guys, here's to your success and your abundance. Thanks, guys.